This week's blog post is the fifth and final part of my series on the J.C. Leyendecker exhibition that was held back in 2019. For more on Leyendecker and this exhibition, see part 1 of this series. These are arrow collar ads from 1923 on Charles Beach, who was the model for these and many of the other arrow collar ads. I've given you a link to the post that covers 1911. The collars are especially interesting because those are actual collars. It was a store display, and usually that sort of thing gets thrown away as soon as the next display comes in. On the left is a Saturday Evening Post cover for July the 4th, 1928. It's a charming visualization of young, rambunctious U.S. getting in the face of the British king. The one on the right is also from 1928. I could swear I've seen that coat getting into a big black SUV on Wall Street within the last year or two. On the left is a Saturday Evening Post cover for Thanksgiving 1929. And on the right is the New Year's cover for the Saturday Evening Post for 1930. The New Year's baby is trying to parachute to safety. The stock market had crashed in October 1929. On the left is a Christmas cover for the Saturday Evening Post. Quite charming. And on the right is another charming Christmas cover. These are from 1933 and 1934. This one is a New Year's cover for the Saturday Evening Post for 1935. This time the baby is crying his heart out. Although his parents look well-to-do, this is the heart of the Great Depression. But images of shantytowns on the cover of the Post would not have sold magazines. And finally, these are the sketches and the final version of a cover for the Saturday Evening Post for Thanksgiving in 1939. One of the Reynolda House labels had J.C.'s advice in 1950 to an aspiring artist. He said, quote, "My first step is to fill a sketch pad with a number of rough, small sketches, keeping them on one sheet so you can compare them at a glance. Select the one that seems to tell the story most clearly and has an interesting design. You are now ready for the model." End of quote. In the sketch for this cover, you can see J.C. testing out positions of the turkey's head and feathers here, and the man who's sharpening the axe. And this is the print cover, which I included just to make the point that print covers tend to be faded compared to the original oils because people don't treat them as nicely. So for J.C. Leyendecker, for Maxfield Parrish, for a lot of illustrators whose works appeared on the cover of magazines, the colors will always tend to be less bright than the originals. All right. That's the end of the Leyendecker posts. DianeDuranteWriter.com has hundreds of posts on sculpture, painting, architecture, and my other obsessions. To join the Sunday Recommendations email list, visit the URL that's on the screen or email me. And you can say, "Well done, Diane," or support my work and receive rewards by means of the tip jar on DianeDuranteWriter.com. As always, thank you for listening.